Hello, this is a quick demo of Voice Attack with Vaicom plugin, and then some custom commands which I've added in a new profile for the Huey gunners. So basically, we've got Vaicom Pro here, and we've got my Huey profile here. So we'll have a quick look at some of those commands there. So for example, we've got, say, left gunner free fire. So at the top are all the things I can say that trigger the same command. So left gunner fire at will, left gunner free fire, left door gunner fire at will, left door gunner free fire. And then here is the command if any of those phrases are said. So the first is a condition. So one of the good things about the Vaicom interface is that it exposes what module you're playing. So basically the first thing is we check if we're actually in the Huey. If we're not in the Huey, then basically this command ends because the gunners I only have door gunners in the Huey, so I don't want random commands to be sent to the game when I'm not actually in the Huey. So assuming we are in the Huey, then it comes in, and basically I've got this integer, which in this case is left gunner rules of engagement. So basically, the command is to fire at will. So we start off, as you can see here, everyone's on hold. So that equates to my left gunner rules of engagement being 0 or unset. So the way the evaluation works is that, well, we evaluate not set as 0. So basically when we start off, it will be 0. So I want to get to free fire. Now that actually requires 2 presses of the key to get there. So basically if we're on hold fire, it requires 2 presses of the key. So if we're 0, then basically we need to press the left control key, then we press the 3 key, then we press the 3 key again, and then we release the left control key. In other cases, if we were already on return fire, which equates to having pressed the action once already, then our variable would already be 1. So if it's equals 1, then we only need to do that key sequence once. So basically, left control key down, press the 3, release the control key. Finally, I've included this for completeness just so I don't get confused, but basically if the command already equals 2, i.e. if we already are in free fire, then there's nothing to do, so the condition just ends. And then at the end, we set the variable we've been testing all along to 2, so that's basically that will tell us next time we come around that we're in free fire, or if if it goes through any of the others like left gunner hold, for example. If that's set to 2, then that would do the appropriate action. So having set all those basic commands up and doing the same for the burst modes for the 2 gunners and the co-pilot, you can then start chaining things together. So for example, if we have a look at let's have a look. So gunners fire at will. So this is where I want both door gunners set to fire at will. So not just the one. So basically, we could say gunners fire at will, gunners free fire, door gunners fire at will, or door gunners free fire. Basically this is chaining commands together. So what this does is it executes the command that we've just looked at, the left gunner fire at will, and then it will execute the command right gunner fire at will, which is obviously a similar command. So you don't have to write all the setting the keys again. You can basically start chaining up the commands together, and then I've got like everybody return fire long bursts. So that basically executes the command everybody or everyone. You can say either return fire long bursts, and then everyone return fire, and then everybody long bursts. So it executes those 2, and then obviously the everybody return fire. If we look at that, basically, everyone return fire. So look at that. Everybody return fire. They're the same thing. So that, as you would expect, tells the co-pilot to return fire, the left gunner to return fire, and the right gunner to return fire. So from that top level command, it calls 2 other commands, and they in turn call 3 commands each. So that's a quick overview of how it all hangs together, and then a quick demo in game. So if I just put this to one side, I need to set the main profile back to Vaicom, or however you say it, Vaicom. And then, so let's see what we can do. So here we are on the ground, so we've got the 2 gunners. So you can say, left gunner return fire. I can see over here, this chap is now set to return fire. We could say, right gunner long bursts. Okay. Now he's on long bursts. Now let's set 2 things about the co-pilot in one go. So we can say co-pilot free fire long bursts. So he's changed to free fire long bursts. And then if I want to suddenly get everyone to stop firing, I could say everybody hold fire. So now they're all gone to hold fire. It doesn't change the burst length. I could say everybody return fire long bursts. Everyone's gone to return fire, and they're all on long bursts. So you get the idea. And then just briefly, so I've got similar for my autopilot, so I can just brought up the kneeboard just so you can see the autopilot more than anything here. So basically, the autopilot has different options, way of controlling the autopilot, and then it has on or off. So basically, it's when the co-pilot takes control. You've got someone sitting to your left over there. So if I say you have control. So now the autopilot is on. I can say, I have control. So now the autopilot's off. I can say, co-pilot orbit. That puts the autopilot into orbit mode and turns the autopilot on. I have control. Co-pilot maintain bank. So now we've gone to attitude hold, so that would hold a particular bank angle. Co-pilot fly straight. I have control. Co-pilot orbit. I have control. Okay. And basically, when I take control back, I also change back the autopilot mode. Just find that a bit easier to work like that. Anyway. That's a quick demonstration. Thank you.